Welcome to Get Your Ex Back channel by Anastasia King, a proven relationship expert in the field of breakup recovery. Do you wish to get your ex back? Then listen. You probably heard of no contact rule or total ignore technique. Ignoring your ex after your breakup following the no contact rule is the best thing you could do. But you have to note that just doing the no contact will not make him automatically run back to you. The no contact rule is just the first step in the process of getting him back. Very effective nevertheless, as it affects his ego. Many of you have been asking how to make it easier on yourself to follow the no contact rule. I've come up with helpful 11 steps you need to take to keep you from getting in touch with your ex-boyfriend while you concentrate on yourself and your life. Tip 1. Block the number of your ex-boyfriend. You don't want to make it easier for them to contact you. You can prevent them from calling or texting you by blocking their number, which will ensure that you won't feel inclined to answer. In order to avoid constantly seeing the number in your smartphone, you can also remove it from your contacts list. However, if you want to talk about practical matters like children or financial obligations, don't ban your ex. Tip 2. Don't follow them on social media. Social media browsing ought to be a diversion rather than a reminder. Unfollowing your ex-boyfriend on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter is a smart idea, at least temporarily. Until you're a little more over your breakup, you could try blocking them or muting their postings if you don't want to unfollow them totally. Tip 3. Delete old messages and DM. It's not fun to read through previous chats. Looking over old correspondence can encourage you to contact your ex, even if you aren't literally contacting them. Just to be safe, delete those old text conversations and any shared DM. It can help you move on a little bit more quickly and will likely make you feel better in the long run. Tip 4. Don't respond to any communications your ex-boyfriend sends, at all. That is the main rule. Your ex-boyfriend can find a means to get in touch with you if they are persistent. The entire purpose of the no contact policy is to avoid all communication with your ex, even if they start it. Just put their messages on read if your ex-boyfriend contacts you by phone, text, or email. Tip 5. Please ask your friends not to mention your ex-boyfriend to you. Even though your friends mean well, you don't need to hear that right now. If you and your ex-boyfriend have friends in common, ask them not to keep you informed about what your ex-boyfriend is doing or who they are hanging out with. Hearing that kind of information can make you feel worse, even if they believe you would be interested in learning it. You definitely don't need that kind of energy in your life. You may use language like, "I see that you and Michael continue to hang out, which is good. Please refrain from mentioning him around me. I'm simply trying to concentrate on myself right now because everything is still a little raw." To avoid receiving any unintended updates, you might think about unfollowing any of your ex's pals on social media. Tip 6. Describe your motivations in detail. This will serve as a reminder to carry on when things are difficult. It can be really difficult to resist the urge to call your ex-boyfriend one lonely night. Grab a piece of paper before you begin the no contact rule, and make a list of all the reasons you will stick to it. Then, as a reminder, check over the list once more if you are having a hard time. You might mention, "He was not a suitable match for me. When I was dating my ex, I wasn't happy. I'm breaking the cycle since my ex-boyfriend and I are toxic together. I want to put my needs first, not those of my ex." Tip 7. Keep in mind not just the positive but also the terrible events. It is possible to romanticize previous relationships. When you catch yourself getting carried away with all the pleasant memories of your ex, try counteracting them with a few unpleasant ones as well. You may recall the most contentious argument you two ever had or the point in your relationship when you felt most isolated. Not to make you feel worse, but to emphasize why you shouldn't contact your ex-boyfriend once more. Try to come up with at least one terrible memory for every good one. Tip 8. Allow yourself time to mourn. You could go through all 5 stages of sorrow after a breakup. Make sure you give yourself time to feel your emotions, especially without the distraction of contacting your ex, even if there is no assurance you will go through them all. Lean on your network of supporters, express your emotions in writing, and don't be hesitant to ask for assistance. Tip 9. Join your friends to divert your attention. Say yes to invitations to parties. It's common to want to cut oneself off from people after a breakup, but doing so could make you feel even more alone. Don't be afraid to make plans and rely on your girlfriends to take you out for a fun night. The more you can enjoy life and live it to the fullest, the better. You don't have to discuss your breakup with your friends all the time. If you just want to be distracted, tell them that, and let them come up with fun things for you to do to keep your mind off things. Tip 10. Put yourself first. Every day, treat yourself to something lovely. You can feel considerably better by doing even little things, like buying yourself a coffee or taking a soothing bubble bath. Every day, set aside 20 to 30 minutes to engage in a soothing activity you genuinely enjoy. Although it may not seem like much, it might provide you the time and room you need to recuperate. Don't be afraid to try a few various things, such as hiking, going to a stylist, changing your hair, setting a new goal for your body standards and working out, reading a good book, or listening to new music. Going on dates. Yes, it is a great way to forget about the ex. Tip 11. Rediscover yourself. What do you prefer to do now that you're single? Has there been something you've wanted to accomplish but weren't able to while dating your ex-boyfriend? You got your chance now. Go on that solitary vacation you've been wanting to take, or start that new art endeavor you've been wanting to explore. Changing a place and leaving the town will give you a good reset. It will help you to concentrate on yourself at this time. Even though following the no-contact rule may currently appear difficult, it is doable. Focus on the future and make an effort not to consider your ex-boyfriend or what might have been. Everyone's healing process looks a little different and it would take different time. If you can set your sights on the future, you're already doing great. If you force yourself to do all the above things, your process of getting over your ex and breaking the emotional connection with him will go way smoother. Pretty soon, you'll be able to live your life without giving your ex-boyfriend a second thought. And before you know it, he will be back begging you to take him back. I will put the links below on how to become a high-value woman no ex-boyfriend will be able to walk away from. And also video 10 mistakes women make in relationships to lower their value, the actions that would lead to breakups. Believe me, there is an easy-to-understand logic in the dating process. It might take a few months or maybe even a few years, but they always come back. And if not, there are 3 billion men in the world, you are destined to find yours. If you have any questions regarding your dating story, you can put them in the comments section below and I will try to answer them as much as I can. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would really appreciate it if you liked this video and put a comment below to help me grow my channel. Thank you for watching.